Now today I'm going to do a Greek style of dish. Now what we're going to be cooking with is lamb and lots of spices, and we're going to use orzo pasta. All comes together and makes something really beautiful. So first of all, I just want to go through the ingredients. Now I've got it all laid out, all kind of measured out. Now with the lamb, I'm using lamb fillet, and I've got 1 kilogram, and it's chopped into nice chunky pieces. Now the spices, got them laid out in this little plate here. I'm going to use 2 sticks of cinnamon, half a teaspoon of ground cumin, half a teaspoon of ground coriander, half a teaspoon of chili flakes, and then 1 teaspoon of dried oregano. Now we're going to season it with salt and freshly ground black pepper. Use a little bit of olive oil for frying off the lamb. Chicken stock. Now I'm going to use chicken stock, 2 cubes of that. Mix that with roughly about 1.2 litres of boiling water. Tomato puree, just to slightly richen it up a little bit, good splodge of that. Now at the end, we're going to use some grated Parmesan cheese just to finish it off. I've got a can of tomatoes, chopped tomatoes. Then I've got this orzo, which is like a drum wheat pasta if you like. Now I'm going to use 300 grams of that. That bag's 500 grams, so I'm not going to use all of it, 300 grams. 2 onions, 2 green bell peppers, 3 carrots, 4 cloves of garlic, and then I've got some fresh coriander just to sprinkle over at the end. So there's all the ingredients. Now what I'm going to do is get it all prepared, chopped up, go over to the hob, and we're going to start by seasoning and browning off the meat. Now I've come over to the hob, I've got all the ingredients laid out, all sort of chopped up, ready for cooking. Keeps your life nice and simple. Now I'm going to be cooking in this sort of cast iron pot. So whatever pot you've got that you can put in the oven that maybe you'd cook your stews in, use that one. Now I'm going to start off with some olive oil. So you want a reasonable amount, just sort of cover the bottom really. And what we're going to do is fry off the lamb. Now with the lamb, I'm going to quickly season that. So put some freshly ground black pepper and also some salt. That's it. Now I'm going to switch the heat on. I'm going to put mine on about a medium heat, and then we'll add the lamb in there just to brown it off. So, you know, once you've browned it off, then we can start adding the rest of the ingredients. Now my pan's just come up to heat, so let's just put in all the lamb. I mean, what you can do with the lamb, you could do it in a couple of batches if you want, but I'm just going to move it around. As I say, you're just trying to get a little bit of colour on the lamb. Now I haven't been cooking very long, I don't know, 5 or so minutes. Starting to get a bit of a colour, so that's good. Now what I'm going to do next is just put all the rest of the ingredients in, like the onions, the garlic, the carrots, the green peppers, and also all those spices, make it taste wonderful, the cinnamon sticks. Now give that again a careful move around so everything's a little bit coated. So I've given that good a mix around. Now I'm just going to switch the heat off, because what we're going to do now is place it into a preheated oven. And what you want to do is halfway through is just give it a mix over. Now I'm going to cook this for half an hour, as I say, no lid, and temperature wise 180 degrees Celsius, 350 degrees Fahrenheit, gas mark 4. Now I've had the lamb cooking for a total of 30 minutes, and halfway through we just turn the mixture over and, you know, sort of got a little bit of colour on it. Look, the vegetables again just got a really nice sort of colour on top, and the meat is looking delicious. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pour in some tomato puree. Probably going to use about half a tube. A can of tomatoes, chopped tomatoes. Now let me just give that a quick mix. That's it, giving that a quick mix. Now I'm also going to pour in the stock. Obviously I'm using chicken stock. It goes well with this. Now I've got a fair amount of liquid here. It's getting a bit full up this pot, but I think we're okay. So I've put in the full 1.2 litres. Now pop the lid on. Quite a nice heavy lid, sort of, you know, keeps it sealed. So now we've got the pot back in the oven. Now we're going to carry on cooking at the same temperature, so 180 degrees Celsius. Now we've got the lid on, remember. Now cook time, I would say roughly about 1.5 hours, or until your meat has become really nice and tender. Now if you can, during that sort of cooking time, just take it out gently, lift off the lid, and if you can, just give it a gentle move around. Do that a couple of times and that will be great. Now I've had the lamb cooking in the pot with the lid on for just over 1.5 hours. So I'm just going to pull this out, and what I'll do is have a little look. Now I do want to see what the meat's like, because we do need to get that tender. So let me just grab a piece of that meat, that bit on there I do. See how that is? That is starting to get really nice and soft. Lovely, look at that. Now let me just give that bit of a move around whilst I'm here. So, let me just check another bit. Yeah, that is becoming lovely and tender. Look, so easy to cut, beautiful. Now I think we can put in that Orzo. I've got it there. I've actually taken out 200 grams. I've got 300 grams going in here. Put that in. Now what you want to do is just give this all a good mix around, and then what I'm going to quickly do is just taste the dish for seasoning. I'm also going to take out the cinnamon as I found it, because we've got nice cinnamon flavour, but we don't really want that when we serve it up. Can't find the other one. But that's had a good mix. Now let me just have a taste of this. That is lovely, and that cinnamon really is absolutely lovely with that. Now I am going to put in just a little bit of black pepper and a little bit more salt, because I haven't really put any more salt in other than when we did it with the lamb, you see. So just going to add some more in there, and then what we can do is put the lid on and then carry on cooking the same temperature, and I would say probably for about another 20 minutes. Leave that cooking, and what you'll find is the Orzo will start to sort of suck up some of those juices. So leave that cooking, see you in about 20 minutes. Now I've had that cooking for the 20 minutes, so we added that Orzo, we've had 20 minutes, now that would have thickened up. Now what I did do, after 10 minutes, I did just give it a quick move around, and I reckon that's really ready to serve up. So I'm going to take that over the table and go and serve some up and enjoy. So I've taken mine out of the oven, and in total, I suppose we've been cooking for the best part of 2 hours, so that is going to be absolutely delicious. Now, what I'm going to do is move that back and slide it back. Now before I do, I just want to show you the mixture there, what we've got. Look at that, that's nicely thickened up. Beautiful. Now what I am going to do, before I do finally serve it up, I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of coriander on mine, like that. And also a little bit of Parmesan cheese. Looks nice anyway. Now, what I'm going to do is get myself a plate and serve it up. Now, in the background there, I was making a sort of Greek style salad with feta cheese and that I'm going to have with mine. So, nice bit of salad, lovely sort of Greek style lamb. You've got a delicious meal there. So, let me get a plate, try some with a little bit of crusty bread. Now, obviously, we've got the salad, but I just want to get some of this delicious lamb that we've been cooking. It's Greek style lamb. Just going to dig deep, see if I can get some nice meaty pieces there. And look at that sauce, it's lovely and thickened up beautifully. I think I'm just going to have one more little bit more. Yeah. And again, if you wanted to, you could always just put that little bit of parmesan. Now I'm just going to try that piece of lamb because it's had quite a while cooking. Oh, look at that. That is soft. That is going to be melt in your mouth. Let me just try this. Whoa, look at that bit. That really is absolutely delicious. I've got a little bit of crusty bread, nice crusty bread, because you know, you can always at the end suck up those juices. Absolutely lovely. So, if you want a nice lamb dish, go and make this one. It's delicious. Serve it with a salad, because like I say, I've done a separate video for that. It's a quick one, you know, with a feta in it, lovely salad. And then of course you've got this beautiful meat and the crusty bread. You can't go wrong. Thanks again for watching. See you on the next one. The Original Naked Chef.